Muslim, Christian, Jew, Hindu, Buddhist, and atheist one too. Happy Mother's Day, and this is for the mothers of you. I was just watching a video I posted on a link, and it's about Skid Row out in LA, and that's a sad state of affairs, and I'm going to explain to you really and truly why. It's because it's not just an LA problem. It's not just an epidemic in the United States. It's an epidemic all over this world. And it's for no other reason, right, than a faithful constructed lie, right, that keeps everybody who isn't the richest slaves to them. You understand? And it keeps us indoctrinated with disintegration, decay, and death. Listen to me. You never own a home, even if you make it far enough in life to finance one and buy one in the United States. You always pay a tax on that home, okay? Now, at any time, the government could tell you that this home is no longer yours and seize your property. That is a fact check, okay? But let's talk about the people who don't have properties, who don't have nothing. Maybe all they got is a drug addiction in a world that hates them. So they think, right? Maybe they're the scum of society. Maybe they're the raping, robbing, murdering, thieving victims and crooks of us. You hear me? Maybe they're just that pathetic. But I'm gonna tell you something. They're only that pathetic because in this faithful construct, right? Our laws want to state people bad. They want to state us no good as truth, and they want to hold this to the reality against us. You hear me? Negative as hell with our negativity, right? No matter what you do in this life, unless it's been expunged from a record, right, it will always come back on you one way or the other. And they always got you enslaved to that in reality check. And I want to tell you how pathetic and how sick it is, man. If you look around, if you go to Ohio, where I'm at, right? There's 40 some odd prisons in this state, man. Best built buildings you ever did see. You hear me? And then there's offices, right, to sustain them, man, all over the place. Beautiful. Sheriff's offices, beautiful. You hear me? You go inside of them, they're immaculately clean. By the slaves of them most of the time, the inmates. Federal buildings built bigger than anything in the city. Can withstand any kind of damage. Our houses blow away to nothing. When block, you hear me, is the cheapest material on earth. It's what we're made of. You hear me? Rocks. You know what I'm saying? They sell us these homes that are crap, so they blow down, right? They have no good truth about them in this constructed lie of theirs. Listen to me. They teach us that things cross neutral and bad, and both are a lie, right? And this lie lets them seem like they're the victors, and they're the ones on top, and they're the ones running the show, while we're just less inferior, all the way from their courts on out. You hear me? All the way from the streets, Skid Row on out. I'm going to explain something to you, world. I'm going to explain something to you, mothers. Of every baby ever born up in this earth, you hear me? Don't cross devilishly delusional, nutty, fruity, bushwhacking snakes, animalistic Shiva shafts on all you are of God, truth, reality check of existence, negative with negativity. Because every time you do that, you incarnate the devil of you with that energy, and that energy produces out the neutral God of nothing, just a Shiva shaft on your existence, hallucinating that the good God, truth of you, went bad. So they won't teach you to cross all you are of negativity, only one more positive to be good. To only be preset that way until the truth of the negativity subtracts to one nothing. Because then you'd only get bigger and better for it every way. They won't say that your existence isn't decent enough, right? To make sure you have a home that can be sustained, right, through a minor tax, or your life isn't significant enough, right, to make sure that you get along no matter what. And if you can't, you get sent to that home. You hear me? These people care not for decency. They care not for life. You hear me? They even teach death in their medical fields because they don't teach regimens that make your body bigger and better for their medicine, bigger and better than the medicine that they're giving you. Never. It's not what they do. It's an industry. You hear me? You go to the dentist. Listen, I went to the dentist for 2 years straight. My mouth hurt so bad it took 3 years to stop. You hear me? Don't be that guy. Look, check me out. Only cross all you are. One more positive, right? When you feel all negativity, right? Only add up to a feeling of good as true. So the bigger and better of all the negativity is one nothing. You hear me? One neutral nothing. Just negative of being here and now to the good truth of you being one more positive and good. The state of one more positive than all negativity is the only light, joy, warmth, good God or truth, Holy Spirit for everlasting peace. All will ever know or be. It's the state that all embodied matter is stated good to the truth of their shape, form, mass, only crossing bigger and better than all negativity. It's the substance, durability, and solidness. It is the value and volume of all density of shape, form, and mass, embodied matter. And it's the absolute good truth of God of what Adam should have crossed Eve. So they could one together be good as truth, bigger and better than all negativity. It's the absolute good truth of Jesus Christ, one more positive than all negativity that could cross him to absolutely one neutral nothing. That never suffers out of existence, that never dies. It's the death of all death. That's the God, King, Adam, man, the first evolved, the triple male, the thieving Holy Spirit of the God of all for everlasting peace that never dies, eternally at rest. Of all I am. Only keep the Sabbath more holy by a factor of 4, one more positive than all negativity to state good as truth up in existence, to only make your life give bigger and better always for everlasting with peace, bigger and better in every way you can, whoever you are, wherever you are. Don't let these people get away with not making sure we have the basics to sustain. There's nothing wrong with getting rich. There's nothing wrong with having power. But those riches and those powers need to be deserving. And the way they are right now, they're not. You hear me? And until the last of us, right, has got somewhere we can always go to lay our heads, to come back more positive and good, bigger and better than the negativity of us. Until the last of your industrial prison complexes are nothing. Until the last of every county, every city, everywhere, right, only states this way. I will be at you to destroy you every way. And this is just a never-ending beginning of that. Because if you're the leadership of the bigger and betterment of all society, and you state as an antichrist, more animalistic, beastly in the mind, right, that we need to be locked up in cages like animals, right, instead of treated like men and women, loved with respect, given good guidance, nod on it, take your ass home. Some things will get you killed type shit. You hear me? If you don't have the manliness or the understanding or the value to rationalize behind that, it's because you're sold out in a constructed lie of faith that's made you more animalistic than manly. And guess what, man? You can't exist that way. All animals will die. There's not one on earth that can comprehend what I just stated. And I'll tell you something. Your existence will never amount to nothing. And all you are, I will inherit. So either you can bow and submit rightfully, truthfully, to the full thief man, God, King, Adam, man, first evolved of all I am. And I'm speaking to the Godhead, powerhead, leadership of you. Or you can look to be destroyed in every way by every fool who can. That's a fact check. That's God. That's truth. That's a reality check.